Well, hello there. Good evening. I am Dean the Turkey Legster, and I'm live for a special New Year's Eve chat. I know there's several channels that are live um, this evening, and I'm not going to be live much longer than an hour. Um, and I wanted to go live for a little bit at least, and I do have um, the StreamYard link if you are got a setup and you want to come on and you're interested on coming on to the stream. The link is posted there at the top of the chat. Something I don't usually do. Usually I will direct send a link to a guest, but I'm being a little gutsy tonight. So if you're interested in coming on, does not have to be for the whole stream. Um, but I wanted to invite everyone is interested coming on to the stream, and we'll just chat about um, whatever. New Year's. It's New Year's Eve. We're counting down. We're in the last few hours of 2025, and it's been quite the year. But we have the opportunity to start a new thing and kind of review goals and stuff. Chris Curtis family, welcome in. Happy New Year. Happy New Year's Eve. Hope you're doing well tonight. And you and the family there. We get a few people in here. I am going to be playing a little bit of Would You Rather. I've got that up. Um, so anyway, yeah. Um, so I'm live tonight. I'm also going to be live um, Saturday, most likely, um, for Let's Talk Turkey. Um, Today was kind of a bonus, but I thought the focus today would be more on uh, 2025 and um, reflecting on the year behind us. And then when we get to Saturday, the focus will be more on what are we doing in this new year? Anything different? What are we looking forward to? Um, but we can also cover that tonight as well. So I don't know. There's kind of both streams might be fairly identical in some of the topics, but for 2025, I there is, and I should have looked up. I honestly should have looked up um how my channel has grown over this past year, and so let me see. I don't know if I can find that really quick because I usually screenshot a saying, well, last year in November 19th, I was at 639 subscribers. I did find that right now. Let me see. Bear with me, folks, and welcome in to anyone popping in. Do 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 do. Oh, they're setting off the fireworks. They are setting off the fire. See if I can find anything at all about my where I was. Um, should probably track that a little better. Yeah. What's that? Okay. So I do know, like, I do know I was approaching 650 back a year ago in like November. So I in a little more than a year, I've gone up about 300, which is incredible in about 13 months. Um, okay. So on in late March, I hit 700. So from March until now, so yeah, so that's just kind of a picture. So in late March, I hit 700 subscribers, and then now we're ringing in the new year, and I'm at 950, and it's been great. The growth, I've enjoyed it, making new friends, and that's what's happened. I've made friends. Um, People have found the channel, and I've gotten to know people. I've done a lot of content. My streams, Let's Talk Turkey and everything, and it's been a great year. I had some trouble over the summer. You'll know I knew, or if you were around the channel, I unfortunately did have some health stuff come up with my eyes, kind of trouble with my eyes, and I had to kind of pull back for a couple of months over the summer, and then I did come back, and that was kind of a bummer. But I figured all that out, and I'm charging forward. I'm looking forward to the new year, and both for the channel and for myself, health-wise, as well as you know, career-wise. Tina McNeil, hello, and hello, Chuck. Just getting started, just getting started. Very much so. So, I don't know how many people will actually come in to the chat, but and I really didn't have much of a subject to talk about. I did bring this in though. Now I showed this calendar a few months back when I bought it, but I was actually given one of these, the same calendar for Christmas. So I've got two of this same calendar. So I will be putting this up on the wall over here. Um, After the stream, I'm going to actually be switching out the calendar. So this is the Peanuts 2026. And thought I'd show you. show you what January is. Right here. Friends make life more fun. That's cool. That's a lot of cute. That's Charlie Brown with Franklin, and you've got Snoopy and all the Woodstocks on the page there, and then you've got the month there, and Woodstocks down here as well. Um, that's January, and so I'll be putting that up. I'll be putting that up after the stream. Ryan Rowe, hello, welcome in. Happy New Year. Hope you have doing well tonight. Hope you've got I don't know. What's everyone doing tonight? Anything at all? Besides watching live streams and everything. It's pretty quiet here tonight. Um, I took myself out to lunch today. Um, my mom had made plans. And so I was on my own devices, left to my own whims and stuff. So I took myself out to lunch today. Um, had a nice Chinese lunch, and it was very enjoyable. And then I came home, and it just kind of been taking it easy today. And tomorrow the same. Tomorrow, um, Ryan says snow here in Ohio, watching Ohio State football game, then maybe ball drop. Okay, cool. That's a lot of fun. Yeah, I guess I could look up the ball drop. I don't know how late I'm actually going to be staying up tonight. Um, I might try just for kicks, but I might just go to bed. Because it is going to be 2026, regardless of whether I'm up for it or not. It'll be the new year still when I wake up, so, um, don't know. I don't know. Um, so nothing really, nothing really. So just kind of a quiet night, and that's one reason um, I decided to go live. Lyle, welcome in. I am Lyle. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Ryan, oh, brought Peacock app for tonight. Miss watching ABC. Oh, okay. So is the Peacock, is that, I think you mentioned that the other night when I was live. That's a monthly subscription. So you'll have it after tonight for a little while, and you can check out some things. Um, so that's great. You can watch some things on the Peacock app. So yeah, great. Um, so anyway, they had a Macy's parade on it too. Oh, cool. Is there a New Year's parade? I'm not sure if they have a New Year's parade. Just kind of wondering. Um, so I know I saw Disney did their special Christmas parade. They put that up on YouTube. Um, cool. I hope you get to watch a lot of good things on that, Ryan. Um, I need to start watching some movies. I think that's one thing that I'm gonna do is watch movies again, not just videos and streams on YouTube. Oh, there's a Rose Bowl parade. Oh, I've heard about that. I have heard about that. So that's on New Year's Day in California. Okay, well that's cool. There is a parade. Um, Saved by the Bell and The Office. Oh, sounds like fun. I actually just bought. I may actually watch some of these in the next couple of days. But I bought on Google Play. I bought some Christmas movies. Um, every intention of watching them, and I did not. So, uh, Lyle says, last couple of days my room looks empty. Now it doesn't look like um Christmas anymore. Oh, did you take down Christmas, Lyle? Okay. I don't know if I left the stream, but I accidentally clicked out of the stream. So hopefully I'm back. I don't know if I went anywhere. Did I went? Because I clicked out of the thing and I guess I was still live. So I don't know what you guys saw on your end. Um, you put Christmas away yesterday on a live stream. Okay. And the parade, lots of floats with flowers. That's cool. Ryan said I watched Frosty and Charlie Brown Christmas. Ooh, Charlie Brown Christmas. I watched that a couple times. I don't think I watched Frosty. Uh, but the Charlie Brown Christmas I watched a couple times this year. I bought on Google Play. I bought um, Home Alone and what's the other one? Muppet Christmas Carol. I got the Muppet Christmas Carol. So I have those. I can watch them anytime. And I need to watch. There is a special, the Peanut special called All I Want for Christmas is a Dog, I think. Let me look that up. So it's got two, one second. Yeah, so Home Alone and Muppet Christmas Carol. Oh, was that two? Did I buy two? Home Alone 2. Thought I bought one. Anyway, I'm gonna double check if I can tell you guys. Um, the peanut special. Anyway, it has, here it is. All I want for Christmas. I want a dog for Christmas. Charlie Brown. And can't show you the thumbnail. Looks like it's one episode of a. Anyway, my point is that Um, that's kind of what it looks like, if you can see that right there. I don't think you can see it, but I want a dog for Christmas, Charlie Brown. Um, and it has the New Year's special on it, and there is a Peanuts special, so I may actually watch that tonight. Um, but so anyway, yeah. Um, Lyle says, yeah, I may have put Christmas away, but I still got all my Christmas movies out and Christmas music. Yeah. I've got all these Christmas movies, Christmas things I can watch. Um, you know, on my phone, I've got Christmas music. Um, you can watch. Of course, I will phase out at Christmas, about this time, early January, and then I will, I sort of revisit Christmas in June. So that's something that you'll see on the channel. I'll be doing a halfway to Christmas stream in June, and then a Christmas in July also in July. So we get a couple of months of just kind of checking in on Christmas, and so stay tuned. That'll be on the channel. We'll be in the middle of summer, and then all of a sudden I'll go live, and it'll be like Christmas. And so that'll be a lot of fun. And then for the stories, I'll read some Christmas stories, while it's 95 degrees. Um, oh, that's great, Lyle. Lyle, I don't have it in here. I'll have to send you a message. There's a book. I actually have a book, two books on Christmas, how stories behind Christmas traditions and stories behind Christmas songs. There's two different books, and I'm trying to remember what the name of the guy is. Um, sorry, stories behind. That's it. The guy's name is Ace Collins. So Ace Collins. If you want to look him up, that's his name. So there's two books. Let me share the screen actually. We're not doing anything else. I'm just got the there we go. So that's the book. That's this one I've got. Great Traditions. They've also got one that's a green title, that stories behind Christmas songs or whatever. So there's also this one. This is not the one I just mentioned, but there's stories behind the best loved songs of Christmas. This might actually be a newer edition of the one. Oh, here we go. This is the one I just talked about. Stories behind the best loved songs of Christmas. Oh, so it looks like maybe he's got maybe a couple different editions of the same thing on here. But anyway, yeah, look those up. I've got those. I kind of thought about doing series on them a few years ago when I was doing my podcast, kind of it was right at the end. I actually did readings of the songs one on the my podcast. Um, so um, if you have Spotify, I think it's still on Spotify. It's called the Dean Report, and I have not even checked in on this, so I don't even know that's still up. Um, so that's what the logo looks like. The last time I did anything with the podcast, I was kind of trying to reboot it, and but yeah, I got about 18 of them done um, on here. Um, so this was back in 2021. So I was doing my YouTube channel at the time, but and this podcast went over to a couple other platforms. Um, yeah, actually, I did get, there was, funny you mentioned that, Tina. I actually did have one episode that was removed from the podcast because of copyright. They, these, all these years later, they decided there was copyright stuff on one of my episodes. But most of these are still up. As I'm scrolling down the podcast, yeah. If you do go check out the podcast, episode 41, um, I talk about turkey legs. So Jason Thibodeau, hello, welcome in. Um, so yeah. So again, that's called the Dean Report. It's on Spotify. It might be on, I'm trying to remember the other platforms. I don't think I put it on, I think I had trouble putting it on iTunes, so I don't think it's over there. But I know it's on Spotify. I think it's on iHeartRadio, if I remember right. There's also, what's the other one? Stitcher. Stitcher, I think is the name of it. Um, anyway, but as I have been streaming some of the episodes where I talked about stuff that were more like what they would call evergreen content that would, you could still, it wasn't like timed. Like I've got episodes on there where I talked about what I thought about COVID. Um, and so those are just kind of stuck in 2020. But I've taken some the general subjects and I have done Let's Talk Turkey episodes about um, other stuff. For example, my Disney According to Dean, where I talk through all the Disney World parks, and my favorite things about them and what I do when I visit them. That was a series on the podcast, and I brought them to the YouTube channel. And so, anyway, all that to say is I do have readings from about the Christmas songs, and they were really interesting books, I do have to say. So if you have a chance to get to look at those, Lyle, or I don't know if you have a library, if you use the library, they might be in the library. Um, that's something I should do this year is maybe try to go back to the library. I have not visited the library, and it's like 2 minutes away from the house. I could even walk there, to be honest. That's how close it is. I have not been to the library in so long, and I'm not sure why, but I may actually go visit the library. But speaking of libraries and books and reading books, let me talk about something that I'm doing for myself. And I may talk about let me show you what I'm talk about what I'm going to do. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to be reading books this year. I have a shelf full of books that they're always advertised and they're always Angie C, welcome in. Happy New Year. Great to see you. Great to have you. So I'm going to be reading. I've ordered so many books. I've got so many books that have just been sitting on the shelf, various topics. Um, and I see people I follow, these professionals, in different spaces, self-help, health and wellness, etc. Will write books and they just look really good and it just seems like a really great topic, but I am not much of a reader. Um, and I kind of like to change that. And so this year I am going to be reading some of the books. So I have the first two that are in my queue. And so I'm going to be reading this book, Building a Non-Anxious Life by Dr. John Deloney. And this book is um, let me just read what it's about on the inside. So um, you kind of get a sense for what I'm going to be reading. So here's what it says on the inside. It says, no one needs to be told that our lives, all right, no one needs to be told that our lives are filled with more anxiety than ever before. We know it. Our bodies can feel it. The questions we really need to answer are why and is there anything we can do about it? Dr. John Deloney decided to get to the root of the issue by mapping out a plan to understand where our anxiety is coming from and the actions we can take to change it, because he's been there too. Over the past 20 years, he's learned through research, personal experience, and walking alongside countless others that there are 6 daily choices people have to make to create a non-anxious life. And those choices are, which they'll get into in the book, choosing reality, choosing connection, choosing freedom, choosing health and healing, choosing mindfulness, and choosing belief. In this no nonsense, straightforward approach to mental health, John will break down exactly what each choice means and how to start making it on a daily basis. Now, here's the truth: those choices aren't easy, and anxiety isn't going to magically disappear. But if you commit to building a non-anxious life, you'll be able to better respond to whatever life throws at you. You'll grow from hard challenges. You'll learn to find peace during chaos, and you will learn to be well. So, this is my first book, kind of in the mental health, self-help category. And then when I get done with that, my next book, again in the category of it seems like it's a really good book. I think I actually started this. I've got a bookmark in. Oh, I made it to chapter 3, but I'm going to have to start over again. This book will be number 2. This is in the health and wellness, the physical health, the diabetes code, prevent and reverse type 2 diabetes naturally. It's from Dr. Jason Fung, and I don't have a picture from him of him, but he is on YouTube. You can find books. So here's a little blurb on this book. This will be my second book this year. Most doctors, dietitians, and even diabetes specialists consider type 2 diabetes to be a chronic and progressive disease. But the truth, as Dr. Fung reveals in this paradigm-shifting book, is that type 2 diabetes is reversible. Writing in clear, persuasive language, he explains why conventional treatments that rely on insulin or other blood glucose lowering drugs can actually exacerbate the problem, leading to significant weight gain and even heart disease. The only way to treat type 2 diabetes effectively, he argues, is proper dieting, I promise I can talk, and intermittent fasting, not medication. So that'll be my second book. Kind of the first two of these books, it's kind of getting to some things, areas of my life that I feel like I need to address. And in addition to these books, I'm also going to recommit to reading my Bible more because that habit has really slipped away. And so both those reading and really the purpose of trying to get reading more is so I'm not on this thing as much. Um, so so that also and you know having 3 live streams to kind of stay on top of will kind of help me stay busy. I'm also gonna be looking to try to get working, but that's a whole process I'll get into. And I actually have a couple books on my shelf that I'll be reading. Probably the third book that I get into will be kind of to help me look at my career and what I'm doing with my life in that in that area. And there's like so much, so much. So I don't know. Do you guys want book reports um, from me on the channel, kind of going through the books and kind of sharing what I'm learning and the what I'm taking away from these books periodically? It would be, it'd probably be on my Let's Talk Turkey stream every month or so. Um, um, Lyle says, stay busy. Think this year I'm going to focus on my health and anxiety problem. And yeah, I want to start getting out and doing more. Yeah. Yeah. Staying busy and focusing health and anxiety. And Angie says, yes, great idea. I'm going to follow your lead and try to read more too. Um, um, Tina, yeah, I can. Probably when I do, my hands are dry. Um, so I'd probably as I read through them, I'm gonna have a notebook handy and kind of write down some things. Um, so I don't know if there's anything right now I can um, really read that would be kind of. But you will hear from me on this book especially because I think it'd be helpful for a lot of people. Lori French, welcome in. Um, so that's the book. Um, that's another book that you might find in a library that might be helpful. He's got another book that I've got too that I'll probably read later on in the year. But anyway, anyway, so anything else, you guys? I had some would you rather questions. I don't know if I feel like doing that tonight though. I may save them and um, we can do would you rather on Saturday. I am going to be live on Saturday night again. So I don't know. Robin, I Heart Disney, welcome in. Just chatting a little bit. Um, so I don't know. You guys have anything you want me to talk about while I'm live? Any burning questions about life you want me to help answer? Our Johns, Richard, hello, welcome in. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, sir. Great to have you popping in. Just talking about things here and there. And looking forward to what 2026 is going to bring. It's going to bring something. Um, you know, but it's an adventure, and I'm going to be sharing. One thing I am going to be doing on Saturday is reading lyrics from a couple of songs that are appropriate for. I always think of them every year for many years, several years. Um, just the messages of these songs that I enjoy, and I don't have them with me, or I'd read them off to you. Now, um, I could probably find them though. I don't know if you guys want to hang out for a minute while I look up these lyrics to songs that I do. I could do one tonight. Actually, one is probably more appropriate for kind of the ending of a year. Um, let me click away here. Oh, good question, Tina. Dawn, welcome in. Hitchhiking Bones. Okay, so I'll get to that question, Tina, in a second. Um, I would like to read this to you guys. This is the lyrics to a song by Christian artist Stephen Curtis Chapman, and he put a song out a few years ago called "Remember to Remember," and it's a great message. It's a great for going through hard times, but the lyrics are great for starting out on a new year, and especially if things have been tough, or even if things haven't been tough. These are great lyrics to think about. So I'm just going to read these right now. So I am clicking away from the comments. So I'm just going to read through this really quick. This is called "Remember to Remember." This is from Stephen Curtis Chapman, and so here we go. Remember to remember. Well, I've been looking back over my shoulder, retracing every step, trying to forget, trying to unforget. And I see and I see the mountaintops I've journeyed over, and I see the valleys deep where I crawled on my hands and knees. Pages and memories filled with joy and stained with tears. They call my name, and if I listen, I can hear them saying. So this is the chorus here. This is the main message that I think of with this song. There's "Remember the way he led you to up to the top of the highest mountain. Remember the way he carried you through the deepest dark. Remember his promises for every step on the road ahead. Look to where you've been and where you're going, and remember to remember. Remember, remember." And now I'm looking out at the road that's waiting, but my eyes can only see so far out ahead of me. As sure as the sun will shine, there'll be more mountains I will climb, and more deep, dark shadowlands where desperate faith is all I have. Until I'm home, I'm resting all my hope and trust in the only one whose name is God with us. Remember the way he led us to the top of the highest mountain. Remember the way he carried us through the deepest dark. Remember his promises for every step on the road ahead. Look where we've been and where we're going, and remember to remember. Remember the day is coming when he's going to wipe the tears away. He'll look in our eyes and say, "Remember the way I led you off the mountain. Remember the way I carried you. Remember the way I led you up to the top of the highest mountain. Remember the way I carried you through the deepest dark. Remember my promises for every step on the road ahead. Look where you've been and where you're going. Look where we've been and where we're going. And remember to remember." So great lyrics, great song there. Um, Let me see something while I'm clicking away from here for a second. There's got to be I think he does have. a 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Okay. Oh, here we go. All the official. Okay. So here is that is Stephen Curtis Chapman's. That's the music video for what I just read. Remember to Remember by Stephen Curtis Chapman. Um, Official music video. Let me go back and Tina says, Dean, do you remember how your family celebrated New Year's when you were a child? So when I was a child, um, we I didn't usually stay up till midnight. So that was kind of a big thing that we did on New Year's. It was the one night of the year that we could stay up until midnight. Normally we were in bed like, I don't know, 8 or 9 o'clock, something like that. Um, and so that was a big thing. It was like, oh, we can stay up till midnight. And so we would stay up till midnight. We would either watch a movie, play games. We would have special snacks, including sparkling grape juice. Uh, we would have treats and snacks while we were, staying up till midnight. Of course, as I got a little older, um, even up to just a few years ago, I was staying up till midnight all the time. And so, New Year's was just kind of like, I do it all the time. Um, but it's definitely, that was pretty much most of the years, um, was staying up till midnight, playing games. We would play games like board games or whatever. We might watch a movie, and do games. We would have snacks, special snacks, as well. And it was usually, I don't think we ever were on vacation for New Year's Eve. I think we always spent it, at the house. There may have been 1 or 2 years where we were at a party like early in the evening, but we always came back home like later, like around this time, about maybe 9 o'clock or something, in the evening, to like actually ring in the year. Um, so that's basically New Year's. Um, and so yeah, it was a lot of good times. But that was just honestly the biggest thing was staying up till midnight. I remember that it was like, oh, I'm always in bed, early. And then it's like, no, we stay up till midnight, and that's just a huge thing. And then now, um, as an adult, like I said, I did that so much. It was pretty much like a nightly thing for me to be up till midnight, 1 o'clock, and it's like the the novelty of it just, is gone. But it's yeah, Angie, they're nice memories. And it was with my family and my parents and um good times. Good times. Um Mandy Adams, welcome in, hello as well. And Dawn, hello again. Hello again. Let me scroll up, see if I forgot, if I missed. Don't think I missed. So anyway. Um so yeah, that's basically my memories. Speaking of snacks, I don't know, do you guys have any snacks tonight at the house, at your house? I don't know that I have a ton of snacks. I'm kind of full actually. I made chili yesterday. Florida had a cool front blow through, and so it's been, it was really cold. Florida cold, cold for Florida. Yesterday and this morning, and it will be tomorrow morning. Though we're supposed to warm up again, like Florida does. We don't stay cold for long, but right now it's on the chilly side. But I made chili. So I was at the store yesterday, and I got the beans, I got the beef, I got some vegetables, some pre-cut up vegetables that they sell. Um, and so I did like the easy version. So all I really had to do was I cooked up the beef and I put everything in the pan. I cooked it up. And so chili was dinner last night. Chili was dinner tonight, and I've got chili for either lunch or dinner tomorrow night. So and it's just really, really good. So I heard Robin says I made appetizers all day. Ooh, okay. We've got sausage balls, these club crackers with garlic and herb, cheese spread, bacon and brown sugar baked in the oven. Ooh, veggie trays and a friend made pigs in a blanket. Ooh, pigs in a blanket sounds good. Tina says we got pizza and wings. It's our supper, but can be snacks. Absolutely. That's good. Yesterday, let me tell you what else I got at the store yesterday. I bought they had a whole smoked turkey, and I got it. It was big. And so I got it home. It's wrapped in plastic. It's got, kind of shrink wrapped. And when I took it out, I put it in a pan and I warmed it for a little bit. Um, and then I took apart all the meat off of the bones and put it away. So I've got plenty of turkey meat. Some of it's in the freezer, some of it's in the fridge. And then I also made the chili yesterday. So I'm good for a few days. Um, as far as it goes. So anyway, guys, I think that's gonna be it for the stream tonight. Um, there's much more that I could talk about tonight, but I've got another Happy New Year stream coming up Saturday night. So, and we're at about an hour. Um, oh, really, really, Robin? Piggly Wiggly had one smoked turkey leg and he grabbed it. Oh, good for you. Good for you. Um, um, anyway, So what I can do? Yeah, you know what? I am staying off the road as well. I see Robin said you got your friend home before the crazy started. They're doing fireworks in my neighborhood right now for the last um at least an hour. Like right before I went live at 8, they started they were already doing the fireworks. Um yeah, we are 3 hours. 3 hours um until New Year's. That is for Eastern Standard Time. If you're in the next time zone, Dawn is, um, Dawn over in Texas has got 4 hours right now, but we've got 3 hours, and so yeah. So guys, this is it. I'm glad I went live tonight because if I didn't, I wouldn't have. I won't be live until next year. It'll be next year when I go live again. So I'm glad. I'm glad I'm live with you guys. It's gonna be next year. Maybe a whole nother year. So anyway, have a great night, guys. If you're staying up till midnight, I hope you last until midnight. I'm putting this on for a little bit towards the end. It's not as comfortable as the turkey leg ears. Not nearly as comfortable. Um, so, and they kind of match the background. But anyway, I'm putting them on here for my wrap up. Guys, thank you so much. Also, welcome into new subscribers that might be watching this on a replay. Great to have you in. Longtime subscribers, thank you for your longtime subscribership. Subscribers to the channel, you are in the Gobble Club. Great club. Great to have you. And it was totally free. You probably didn't even know you were joining. Just by subscribing, watching the channel, everything, you're in the Gobble Club. So I also want to say thank you to my moderators, the Gobble Squad. Thank you for everything you've done to help me on the channel. I know I haven't, I know I'm crazy, and I'm always updating you guys like, oh, I'm not going live. Oh, um, I'm canceling this stream. Whatever. Um, Mark, hello, welcome in. Happy New Year. Um, but yeah, guys, I'm gonna be live Saturday. Saturday night. We'll kind of do this again. Um, we'll do some Would You Rather on Saturday night. And hi Gloria, welcome in. Happy New Year. Just getting ready to sign off. Um, um, Happy New Year, guys. God bless you. bunches in the new year. Um, and we'll do this again Saturday, kind of a part two of you know, a part two for New Year's. Also want to shout this out again. Coming up Sunday, I am going to be on the Pete McDevitt show channel at 6 p.m. on the Clubhouse Chaotic Chat. I'm looking forward to the interview, and it's going to be a great time. So that's on the Pete McDevitt show channel, and I do have that stream shared on my community page. So you can go there and find that stream quite easily. Just go to on the front page of my channel, and it's right there. It's on the community page right there. So that's on Sunday. So I'm looking forward to that. All right, guys. Have a gobble-tastic night. Gobble-tastic. Happy New Year. And I'll see you next year. I'll see you next year, guys. Next year. I'll see you next year. I'll see you next